Okay, it's been a week, and my patient's experience has been horrible. My questions have not been answered. The agreement I had has been broken. The trust building that I tried to build with the surgeon is invalid. The policy that I asked to be rescinded is on hold. The city attorney is supposed to contact me. My patient experience has been absolutely horrendous. I truly, at this point, do not understand what the problem is with taking down an illegal policy. As a matter of fact, I told him to post one that was legal. The problem with that is I just honestly don't know, other than, the only thing I can think of at this point is they're just waiting for me to die. Every roadblock has been thrown in. Every time I've turned around, I've tried to be helpful. Still don't have any answers. It's a week later. What is the excuse? Now, mind you, once again, how is risk management congruent with patient advocacy? They are diametrically opposed. So let's listen to the bull and ask yourself the question, will I ever get answers? Will I ever get help? It's been a week. My request was quite simple. Even the doctor agreed that an illegal and incorrect policy, the surgeon agreed that even an incorrect and illegal policy, would be removed, rescinded, so that, it would be a great trust-building thing, to trust this organization, which has already lied to licensing and certification, supposedly self-regulated by turning themselves in, but I don't know what that means. It's been a week. I don't know when they did it, what they turned in, the length, the depth of whatever they may have said. It's just continual. I mean, you would think that I was asking for mountains here at world-famous Zuckerberg. Let the illusions continue. This is Dr. C.
Hey, bye. You might wiggle a little, so don't worry.
A doctor.
I'll probably wiggle a little too, so.
A doctor.
So,
we took an oath to do no harm.
Sure.
You call it. Ready? Great. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for setting us up.
You're so welcome, and we were just following up. And Diana had talked yesterday.
Okay, and you're Dr.
Critchfield, Jeff Critchfield.
Okay, and your position and...
I've got a couple. I'm the physician in the internal medicine group and the chief medical experience officer. So when you had asked for the patient advocate group, that group's in my group, and then also the medical director for risk management. So when there's adverse events that go on, and I'm also
what kind of event?
To figure out what can we learn from those to make things better.
Well, now that's wonderful, because that I didn't know. Can I ask a really quick question in regard to
Sure,
that?
of course.
Can you explain the concept of risk management abreast of patient advocacy? Because to me, they're complete dichotomies. I truly don't understand this link, As a matter of fact, if I remember correctly from 20 years ago,
especially between a physician,
the organizational chart here, risk management was above patient advocacy.
Yeah.
And to me, that really speaks to this entire matter of the fact that this is all about corporate liability risk management and not about patient care, human rights, ADA, dignity, and everything else.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you told me that this was, another hatchet you were going to be wearing, but it kind of, it makes me wonder if I'm just not going to be risk managed here, and it's just going to be more delay. You must understand that
I guess a week isn't delay, not answers.
A signed confession from, an experience that happened here 20 years ago about emergency. I have an adjustment disorder. This has been going on for years.
Yeah.
And boy, is it feeling like it's going to go on again for years, because
I wonder
I'm gonna
why.
ask very, very specific questions,
Which haven't been
and I'm
answered.
not going to take being appeased.
Yeah, I hear you. Thank you for saying that, and you mentioned that the other day when you were in the emergency about the adjustments to order and how long this has been going on, and I can't even imagine how frustrating it must be. So I can talk to you about the risk management. Is there other stuff you want to talk about? I just want to make sure we get the agenda set.
I agree, but I want the answer first about
I
the risk
totally give you the
management.
answer, but other things that you want to talk about, just so I have a sense of that.
Yes, there are many. We have a
Okay.
whole list.
What are some of the?
Oh, I want to. Well, we can wait till you answer the question.
Okay, fair enough. So the org chart changed in the sense that previously there wasn't a chief experience officer. So I'm the physician lead for that. That's now 2 years old. And this recognition of, in addition to safe care and high quality care, how do we also make sure that people feel cared about? And that the
Oh, I feel
environment
real
is
cared about.
open to them. And you've shared that's not something you've experienced here consistently. And so that's new. That's a new piece. And they asked me to be the physician lead along with the
Physician
And
lead.
how does that tie into the risk management part?
Previously had been medical director of risk management, and the piece there, from my perspective, is
From his
when something
perspective.
happens that doesn't go well for patients, then we also need to try and understand what happened and what can we learn from that. And that, just again, in terms of the agenda we had, that's what Terry and Chris are going to come talk about. Is like, having reviewed the videos, how do we make sure?
So why isn't that patient advocacy as opposed to
Yeah,
risk
great
management?
question. Yeah, great question. So the patient advocacy, the way we've got it set up now is if people come with grievances, that's one thing.
Well, isn't that what this
That's the
is?
grievance office, and that group reports to chief experience officer, and I'm the physician lead. And if people need wayfinding, and then there's advocacy to help them with that, to help them move around. And then there's specific navigators and advocates over at the Avon Center that, hey Terry, come in.
Saved by the bell.
Welcome.
Hi, Terry.
Hi.
This is Terry D'Antoni, she's the Chief Nursing Officer, and Diane and
Hi, Diane. Nice to meet you. Mr. Garza, nice to meet you.
Carpio.